Hello. Today is Friday, and so I'm wearing green in honor of Netzach. Netzach is the sphere on the tree that's at the bottom of the Pillar of Mercy. Its planet is Venus. Its day is Friday. Its number is 7. And if you think about getting lucky on a Friday, you've got some of the energy that you'll find in Netzach. Netzach is got as an incense rose petals and thyme, and its metal is copper. If you imagine that warmth that you can feel from copper, and that not quite gold, but certainly more alive than any other metal, you've got some of the energy of Netzach right there. Netzach has tools, like all of the spheres do. Some people give it a girdle, some people give it a lamp. That girdle is like the challenge Hercules had in stealing the girdle of one of the other goddesses. It is that idea that somewhere in that tool or magical weapon, there is ways that we can embody that sense of the flowing hips of Venus. And so the magical tool I prefer from it is the girdle, because it holds that sense of enjoying ourselves, of the sensuality, of the mercy, of the expansion that comes from this most embodied sphere, the lowest on the Pillar of Mercy. I will tell you that when you're working with Netzach, you are working with an energy that is the opposite of science. This energy can't exactly be described. It can't be labeled. It is that art and the beauty of splendor in its vision that cannot be described but can only be experienced. And for those of you who don't like being put in a box like Hode does, Netzach, I'd suggest, is the place you belong, because it is full of that warmth, it is full of that longing and that willingness to serve. The virtue of Netzach is unselfishness. And you might have guessed that the vice of Netzach is lust, because it is in that unselfish service. It is in the enjoying of the physical and the beauty, not in the hungering for it to capture it, that you get the true gift of Netzach. Beauty appreciated, absolutely, but beauty and love and service rather than the greed that so often happens. I'm sure you've heard that famous quote, "I don't know what pornography is, but I can tell you when I see it." That embodies Netzach. I'm not sure you could ever define it, but you will know when you see that grace that is Netzach, that you have experienced it. And whether you find it on a Friday night with a lucky number 7, out enjoying yourself, or you find it doing a simple act of service that brings true joy, I hope you are able to see it and know it when you have. Don't bother defining it. For more information, find my website, tarotjane.com, or find me on Facebook, Tarot Jane, or Traveling the Tree with Jane Pierce.